Hey guys, welcome to Boots Magoots, where today we are going to be reviewing this Fender Squier 2024 Hello Kitty guitar and a bunch of its accessories. I've got a guitar cable, t-shirt, the tin and picks, a leather strap, hat, fuzz pedal. I got a good deal through a shop, through like a little deluxe package on it, and pretty stoked to get it. And I know exactly what you're thinking. And that is, I'm late to the party. And you are right, I am late to the party. But I recently had surgery. I had like my fourth spinal fusion in my neck. Kind of see there. So kind of been out for a little bit, but I feel okay enough to play a little bit and do a review on this. And I haven't really seen too many channels, death metal channels, reviewing this kind of thing. So let's do a demo. All right, guys. So honestly, this thing plays pretty fantastic, especially for a low-cost guitar. Real quick, I had always wanted to get this guitar. I remember seeing them in Guitar Center in like 2006, and I think they were like 150, 200 bucks. They were relatively cheap. I remember one sitting on the floor for, it felt like a year or whatever before it was gone. I don't think they really could move them that well. I always wanted to do what's become popular now, and that's kind of ironically use them for like death metal or like heavy music. So I'm going to claim that I had this idea 18 years ago, but I'm sure other people did too. I was really stoked about the re-release, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at the guitar and the accessories. Let's start with the guitar cable. This is a 10-foot version. I think that there's a 18-foot version. And this is also like the pink silicone jacket. I believe that there is a woven cable. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I'm probably just gonna not really use too much of this stuff. I'm just gonna stick it in a case, but I got just such a smoking deal on it. I figured I would jump on it. And I kind of actually like this stuff. So here is the shirt. But it's a nice shirt. It's nice soft material. Here we come to the guitar strap. And the guitar strap is actually like a really, really nice soft leather. Like hopefully you can see like how it's that grain in there, how soft it is. This is expensive though. I think like to buy this normally is like over 100 bucks, but it's a really, really high quality guitar strap. And of course it has little Miss Kitty, I guess, right there. So I will use this as a strap for this guitar. Here is the tin that I'm throwing around. Let's see if we can open it up with one hand. Here is the picks inside the tin. And they just kind of give you like an assortment of picks. And I think that these are all pretty much just like medium picks, but they're, you know, pink, white, and black. And they have like some different like designs on them. But it's cool inclusion. And here's the top of the tin. The tin is very thin, so it dents pretty easy. You can see kind of in the back there, some of the dents on the face. And here's the back of the tin. And here is the hat. I know you guys are getting bored now, but you know, a lot of people don't show all this stuff. It seems like a pretty quality hat. It's not fitted hat, but it still seems like pretty decent quality. A lot of people dig this kind of stuff. And then here is the fuzz pedal. Now, as far as this is concerned, I don't like fuzz pedals, to be honest. But I figured, you know, why not grab it to have it. And I'm trying to do all this stuff with one hand and broken neck, so you guys are gonna have to fucking forgive me. But here is the pedal, and it's actually like really well done. It's got a nice powder coat on there, and some really crisp graphics. If you guys want to hear this thing, want me to demo it, I can. Otherwise, I'll just kind of leave it alone. I'm not a fuzz person. Again, it doesn't do anything for me. I like just tons of gain. So, but if you guys want to hear it, let me know in the comments. And then that's about it. Here's like the little box for the fuzz pedal. Again, pretty cute. All right, and then here is a look at the case, and it has nice stitching down through here. Now they do have like I think like a couple leather cases. At least I think they're leather, and they may be pleather, but they're a little bit nicer than this. That I think have like a bedazzled like Hello Kitty on there, on the face of there, or something like that. It's just a standard soft shell case. I do like the little pink zipper holds. And then here, sorry about that. Here's the inside of the case. It does come wrapped in this nice foil. I guess this also acts as like maybe like a vapor barrier. I'm not really sure, but it is nice, and it's a little bit like a styrofoam-ish padding to it. And here's the inside. Pretty decent padding. Again, for like a $500 guitar, zero complaints on that. As far as case candy though, you get their Fender online deal, and then a couple of Allens. And then they do include some paperwork, which I actually like. I think because they know that they're catering to mostly new people, beginners with the Squier brand. They have some nice setup stuff, and this is also for tremolo. So this is just a generic one that they include for all their guitars. But you know, they give like you know, string height at the nut stuff, and like just a truss rod adjustment and pickup adjustment and stuff. But it is nice inclusion to help you know, customers out. All right, guys. So this is what you've actually been wanting to see. Put it off long enough. So here you go. So it has an Okame body. I believe it is a multi-piece. I can kind of catch it in some light and see. I think it's a 3-piece body, but it does have a gloss polyurethane coating on there. It is an ABS pickguard with the screen printed Hello Kitty on there. Single humbucker, single volume, simple basic control layout. Underneath here, there is no additional routes, so it's just routed out for the humbucker only. But you can get like templates or whatever if you wanted to add more pickups on here. I don't know why you would, but I'm just telling you, because you don't want to take away from, you know, her face, obviously. Just a vintage string through bridge, chrome plated. There is nice pink lettering on the volume control, which I think the 2006 did not have. The humbucker itself, I think, is just like a Fender designed Alnico. Nothing special there. Again, this is a China guitar, but it is actually pretty well made. Let's go to the neck. It is a 1-piece maple neck that has a gloss urethane coating on the front and on the back. I don't know if we can catch it in the light right now, but like you can kind of see the shine on there. I don't love that because I don't love gloss necks, period, because to me they get gummy. So I'll be modifying that in the future. The fingerboard though, I'm just gonna have to leave alone unless I do like a refret with stainless frets at some point, and then I'll just sand all that down. But you know, it's the same thing on the back of the neck. Like if I dig in hard, like it tends to get gummy and slow me down on bends, especially because these frets are large, but they're not like extra jumbo large. It is a C-shaped neck, and it is a 25.5-inch scale maple fingerboard. And you can kind of see the joint right there, how they laid the maple on top of the maple neck. This has a little knot right here, which I don't hate, honestly, because it adds a little bit of spice to it. It is a 9.5-inch radius. There is 21 nickel frets on this. And the fret size they call narrow tail. But overall, they feel quite good. The finish on there is quite good. Now, this isn't like Ibanez Prestige, you know, fret end treatment. They do get like a little bit sharp, like on the edges right there. They're not like rolled over, which, you know, you can always go back and do, you know, but it doesn't impede playing at all. And again, at this price point, you know, whatever. The nut is just a plastic nut, but the net width is 42 millimeter, and it's got red dot inlays, which I don't think that the 2006 had. And then you have your truss rod adjustment down here, or up here, I should say. I usually like the wheel, but this isn't too bad to deal with. And then also, like, you know, you want as much of the graphic as you can get for obvious reasons. It's the whole point of the guitar. Now they do have a nice headstock up here with the Fender Squier, and then they have a little heart on the Squier, and they have Hello Kitty right there. The original one did not have any of these graphics up here. It was unpainted. So that's a nice addition. Let's go over to the back. All right, so here is the back of the body. It's got this nice Hello Kitty graphic on here. There is your furls for the string through. There is your electronics cavity. It is impossibly small. Basically, that is just enough for them to drop in the volume pot, and then wires go through here, and there is your jack. You got just a standard Squier plate on here, a standard size heel. There's no sculpting done on here. Again, this is all just basic Squier stuff. Coming through here, you can see the gloss on the neck. And it's a lot of people don't mind it. I can't stand it. I really just don't like gloss necks. But the maple looks good. It would be nice if it was multi-piece for structure, but I haven't had any problems with tuning stability on this. And I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, since they coated the entire neck, that kind of keeps the wood less susceptible to environmental changes and stuff. So that's probably why they do that. I'm not for sure. Here is the printed stuff on the back of the headstock. It has vintage style tuners, and then white plastic tuner buttons on there. But overall, it's just a really, really badass guitar. All right, guys, so final thoughts on this. I love it. Like, honestly, like I really love this guitar, and it's not just for the irony, although I do like that aspect, obviously. But this is just a really good guitar. People dog on China and stuff, and like, yeah, there's absolutely inconsistencies there, and overall, they are not on par with other overseas manufacturing, like you would see in like Korea and whatnot. But it's still a solid guitar. Again, zero tuning issues with this thing. And as far as setup better than most guitars I get. The intonation was just off on a couple strings by like 3 or 4 cents. Overall, really good. The string height was a little high. I dropped all of the Allen screws. I backed them out like a half a turn. That's it. Just to drop everything down. But they had like a proper radius to match the fretboard, which oftentimes you won't see, especially like even on like USA made like Floyd guitars or whatever. I have a Jackson USA, and it's compound radius from 12 to 16, and then they put like a 12 radius bridge on there. I don't know like what happened to Luther skills, but they seem to have gone by the wayside. The pickup was a little bit low. I brought that up, and really like that's about it. No problems with buzzing or anything like that. In fact, the truss rod was adjusted nice. Where I like it, were just a tiny bit of gap in the middle. And yeah, really just can't say enough about this thing. For 500 bucks, you're getting a really awesome guitar. Now, I don't know if you can still find them for 500 bucks. I think that unfortunately already, resellers are doing their thing, which I would give 2 thumbs down on if I wasn't holding this guitar. But yeah, overall, it is a awesome guitar. It's well built. Everything fits nice. Everything's screwed down nice. The pick guard is just kind of like, it's either die cut or stamped. And there is a little bit of a lip on here. There's not much protecting the graphic, the screen printed graphic on here. So as you play, if you play it a lot, I would expect some wear on that. But yeah, overall, not bad at all. Now, I will say that I have plans for this guitar. So if you guys want to watch, here in a couple weeks or whatever, I'll throw up a video where I'm going to mod this guitar. Basically, I'm going to fix it the way I want it, but still look stock. So I'm going to replace the humbucker with a higher output. I'm going to cover the pick guard so it doesn't wear. Just like little stuff. I'm going to satin finish the back of the neck. I'm going to replace the nut with a Graphtec, also Graphtec saddles on here. And then I'm going to do some locking tuners, but still vintage and with the white tuner buttons on there. So basically, I'm just going to kind of mod it where it plays a little better and sounds a little bit better, but where it's not obvious that it was modded, because that's the charm of this, in my opinion, is that it looks the way it looks and is the way it is, and going heavy on mods, kind of takes that charm away. So anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Again, sorry about the late review on this, and sorry about being out of breath. I'm still not recovering. I am recovering, but I'm getting better every day. And so anyway, thanks for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys later.
I believe I have made a significant find in the Kandarian ruins, a volume of ancient Sumerian burial practices and funerary incantations. It is entitled Naturam Demanto, roughly translated, Book of the Dead. The book is bound in human flesh and inked in human blood.